Okay, hello, what's up guys? Welcome back to another leveling video. Uh, for today, I decided to feature uh, where I'd usually level up at low levels. Currently, I have my Alchemist and Priest who are in field, and I decided to level them up here in the Grand Pecos and Goat map. Okay, so I'm just giving buffs to myself, and with that out of the way, it's time to roam around the map and start unaliving Grand Pecos and Goats. My character right now is currently level 68. Just pull that down here so you can see. There, so my character is currently level 68. Ideally, I would be going to this map once I reach level 65, so that I do not have EXP penalty with the monsters here. Though a while ago I did squeeze in a bit of grinding, like the first few minutes. You can see I have my battle manuals, my battle and job manuals timer in the last 15 minutes. But yeah, ideally, once you reach level 65, that's the best time to level up in this map, because the highest leveled monster here is level 80. And in Ragnarok GGH, which is a renewal server, there is actually some EXP penalty if a monster is too high or too low of a level. It doesn't take that long to get high though with levels. I started grinding here a while ago when my Alchemist was 63 and my Priest was at 62, and right now I just hit 69. Nice. Just give myself some buffs while I'm still here. Besides the EXP manuals that I have, today is the weekend, and currently GGH has a plus 100% EXP rate, plus 100% EXP boost rather. So the original ×1 is now ×2, and you can increase that even further with the battle manuals, which I currently have on, as well as the cash shop premium buff. I am running this on my free-to-play account, so I do not have any Kafra points on this account. But over here in the bottom, I actually have the timer for the premium buff, as you can see here. It's probably not seen on the screen, but over here it says storage. This is increased drop rate, and there's a buff under it that says EXP drop rate. That's mainly because sometimes GGH would have would include the 1-day or 3-day premium buff item in their daily login, and I was able to obtain that on this account. And what more to use the 1-day premium on a day with increased EXP rates. So yeah, everything checks in, everything falls into place. Uh, Low key, I was initially thinking or like trying to decide which character I wanted to level up first, because I do have a bunch of transcendent and third job characters that might uh, might have needed more time and love and attention. Uh, However, I don't really have like the luxury of time this weekend. To be honest, I was not expecting that we would be getting a 100% EXP boost this weekend. So some of the third jobs that I was still planning to properly gear up are not as prepared. So just to get a bit of progress on some of my characters, I decided to level up uh, these two second job characters I have in my alt accounts, which is fine because sometimes GGH will have these events that are locked behind uh, base levels, and depending on the event, uh, they'll have specific base level requirements. Uh, as I'm recording this right now, and uh, as I fly back to my priest, there's an ongoing event called King Vadon. It's basically just an enlarged Vadon monster counted as a mini boss, and then in order to participate there, you have to be at least level 120, which is understandable because the boss is actually the mini boss is actually pretty tough. Though I'm not sure why they decided to make it 120, because I'm pretty sure level 120 characters that are not uber geared will have a hard time dealing with that boss. And even if they are fully geared, I'm pretty sure they're still gonna have a hard time with it. So yeah, there are some events that are locked behind base level. So you may consider, if you do decide on playing in the server in Ragnarok GGH, which is short for Gravity Game Hub, there will be events that are locked behind base levels, and if you're just planning to make characters just for the events, I suggest raising a few characters to a certain level so that when these events do pop up, at least you are prepared to participate in them and get the rewards. There's rebuffing. Gravity Game Hub is the official Gravity server for C, Southeast Asia, namely for Malaysia, Singapore, wrong mob. Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines. Although we have been seeing a few players from Vietnam, and probably a handful from Indonesia as well. I'm pretty sure they have their own servers as well, but I guess some players also wanted to try GGH out, and you can too if you want to, especially if you are living in the countries that I mentioned currently. You're currently residing in Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Vietnam, Indonesia. And if you're having a hard time connecting to other servers that are miles and miles away, currently we are at level 200 base level cap, currently with 3rd jobs. I have no news when 4th jobs will be implemented into the server. I think GMs are planning to have them out much later this year, but they are still checking it out if it's gonna be possible. As per the 2nd quarter roadmap for the year, we are still expecting a job bundle to be patched in GGH. So that's gonna be including a bunch of different changes to some 3rd job skills, as well as other features and quality of life stuff. It is currently May, and my guess is they will be implementing it, if not in the next server maintenance, which is in June 4. If it's not on June 4, it's gonna be 2 weeks after that. We did just have our server maintenance last Thursday. Oh, we have an escape book here. Just to shed some light to those who are planning to play, this escape book is what you need in order to rebirth your level 99 2nd job character to high novice without actually paying Zenny. Back in the day, you would need to pay like almost 2 million Zenny in order to rebirth your character. But here in GGH, you just have to obtain the quest for the escape book, find the book itself in the different fields, and then once you're able to unalive it and get the kill count for the quest, just speak to the NPC where you got the quest from, and he'll allow you to rebirth your character. And speaking of rebirth, there's a whole bunch of changes as well with transcending your 2nd job character. Back then, you would, like I said, you'd used to pay a bunch of Zenny to transcend, but now you just have to do the escape book quest. Before, you're not allowed to have any weight on your character, so you'd need to have 0 weight. But here, you're only required to have a weight of not exceeding 500. Or if you want to be safe, just have your weight set to 499. That means you can carry a bunch of maybe some potions or some equipment that novices could wear, so as to have an easier time when you try to level up your high novice. Also, if you do uh, the quest with the escape book, or I think this also comes with the payment, and I'm not exactly sure, but when transcending or trying to rebirth your character, you actually do not need to go through that long maze leading to the heart of Ymir in the underground floor of Juno Castle, which is really convenient since I remember trying to do the quest a lot before, and it's totally RNG. Sometimes you'll get it on the first try, sometimes it will take you like 5 or 10 minutes, maybe even more, just trying to get to the right portal that would lead you to the portal going to Heart of Ymir. As you can see, I'm running out of buffs. I'll just be turning them back on as soon as they disappear. Okay, so to be specific, those are battle manuals. These ones I got for free because GGH gives out a bunch of them through the new user box, which you get as soon as you start a new novice, as well as other like daily logins or from code redemption items, just like this one. And there's also the Almighty, which gives all stats and attack and magic attack. And a while ago I was also using Power Booster in order to further increase my attack, magic attack, flee, attack speed, and a bit of SP reduction. Although I am only just using cart revolutions, so it's not really gonna be costing a lot of SP. But it reminds me, I'll need to turn it on my alt character as well. Okay. Well, speaking of items, since we are in the topic already, you might have noticed that I have not been running out of HP and SP, despite tanking a bunch of hits and spamming cart revolution since a while ago. It's mainly because of my headgear, which is the NFS Katharina von Blood. We had our 4th year anniversary, or we had our 4th anniversary for the server just last February, and one of the items which the server gave out for free was the NFS Katharina von Blood, which is a really helpful upper headgear, especially for those who are new to the server or who are returning and don't have a lot of items on them. This headgear is a lifesaver when it comes to sustain. Despite me having slim red potions in my quick bar, I have not used them since I started leveling, because I am using Katharina von Blood. This wasn't the only headgear or the only item which they gave away during the anniversary, though. Much older accounts who don't really need Katharina von Blood, they went up and used their redemption on other items. I know when I was trying to claim in my main account, I got one of the items which had player resist, demi-human resist, because during that time we actually had an event for War of Imperium Training Edition, which is basically the War of Imperium with no third job, so it's just transcended characters and the expanded classes in their base forms, and like Soul Linkers, Star Gladiators. Had I wish I gotten Katharina von Blood there? Not necessarily, because again, it was an old account and I have another headgear there which gives much better sustain. For Katharina von Blood, I'm restoring 500 HP and SP per kill. I have another headgear in my main account which restores 800 SP and 800 HP and 80 SP. Might be an overkill for some cases, but it's fine. The drawback on that is I cannot wear that headgear until I reach level 90, so to be honest, it's not really like a low level leveling item, like not really start from level 1. Katharina von Blood can be worn as early as level 1 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there, level 1. But since it is an old account, I've got a bunch of other items there, and I wouldn't really need Katharina von Blood that early if I have all those other items on my account. Besides that, I also have a bunch of other items on my character, some of which I kind of like passed from my other account. One of them is the Slaughter. I think I was able to get this from a high weapon box, which drops from one of the Biolab MVPs. Also explains why I'm leveling up in Goats and Grand Pecos in the first place. This item grants 100% defense pierce on brute monsters, which Goats and Grand Pecos are. It has a low chance of inflicting coma. It is stuck to Earth element though, so I'm not gonna be dealing a bunch of damage on Earth element monsters. If you noticed a while ago, I was trying to kill a geographer, and actually we can do it right now. Oh, I just I just remembered. Cart Revolution doesn't really properly apply the weapons element. I think it's stuck as pseudo neutral or pseudo elemental, but if I try to use normal attacks, as you can see, I'm not even dealing 100 damage, as opposed to if I try to whack a Grand Peco, I'm actually dealing almost 600 damage. So yeah, I guess I should have been I should have been whacking geographers in the first place, especially since sometimes they do heal the other monsters that I'm attacking. Besides that, it has just some random enchants: add G+3, add G+4. Next is this item called the Exotic Temporal Armor. If I'm not mistaken, this came out from gacha eggs, but it's in one of the lower tiers. So some players who were able to pull for it got multiple copies. So I was able to snag one at a really, really affordable price. Before I was using this armor, I was using something, I think it was like a coat or a puente robe with Parcelio armor, and that gave like 25 attack at the cost of some defense. This armor, on the other hand, gives a whole bunch of attack and magic attack. Not just attack, also magic attack. So see, at +7 it gives 80 attack and magic attack. So I can use it not just on my physical classes, but on my spellcasters as well. There are other bonuses for +9 and +11, but I'm not really after those, especially at early levels. Also, I'm able to wear it at level 1, so I can put this on a novice or a low-level first job character, and I can start whacking stuff with a bunch more damage. Bunch of the other stuff, oh, I was gonna say all of the rest were like freebies. This accessory I have here, Bakunawa Aguma Tattoo, isn't actually a freebie. I remember buying it for a few million zenny. I'm pretty sure it doesn't cost that much nowadays, considering there are also other low-level accessories that provide better stats depending on your needs. But yeah, this is quite helpful because of the additional attack and attack speed. My other accessory would be the True Hunting Ring, the physical version. This one provides increased attack speed and can only be worn in this side, the accessory left, which is like the right side of the window. And this accessory I was able to obtain from a seasonal event called the Royal Hunting Event. For those who are familiar with the Banquet of Heroes episodic quests, in episode 16.1, the event features some NPCs there from the royal families. basically you're required to uh, hunt a bunch of monsters of a specific race and specific level, and you get rewards. Get rewarded for that. Uh, and besides the accessories and other equipment that you can get there, you can actually get some cards there as well, free-to-play cards. This one is the Skianerius card. I'm not sure if that's how we pronounce it, but yeah, she's one of the characters, or one of the NPCs rather, from the royal family. She will be a recurring NPC in the episodic main quests. Just a heads up for those who have not done or are unfamiliar with the Banquet of Heroes quest line and the quests which come afterwards. This is what the NPC art looks like. If you want to read up more on 16.1 Banquet of Heroes, or the other episodic main quests, or other guides, if you wanna see more about like character guides, class guides rather, quest guides and such, head over to ROGGH.com, where you will be able to find a bunch of different a bunch of different guides written by various players of the community. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of them will be informative and helpful depending on what you're looking for. Squeezing a bunch more monsters. I might need to walk back to my priest because she is just there, just around the corner. As you can see right now, I'm already at level 74, and looking in my priest's window, she's at level 73. I'm gonna try to stay here until maybe level 80, or until my manuals expire. As you can see, I only have 14 minutes left on both of them. I have plans on making this character into a geneticist. I'm still unsure what build she'll have though, given the equipment that I currently have on my main account, which I can transfer, the items on my main account which I can transfer to this alt account. I mostly have cart cannon focused gear, sort of like the old Midas Whisper, the document merchant, and Paracelsus glove. I do have a bunch of cart tornado stuff as well, but not as abundant as my cart cannon gear, and because of that, I'm expecting the damage output for cart tornado, at least with the items that I have, will not be as high as my card cannon gear. The other day I was able to test some damage since there was a bug on the Paracelsus glove when it came out, and for some reason the GGH intern forgot to, I guess, apply the script for the accessory, because I wasn't really seeing my damage go up when I had it on. But now it got fixed, and my elemental damage, last I checked on the dummies, the elemental dummies, I was hitting upwards of 2 million damage. I was using holy cannonballs on the shadow property dummy. It's pretty pretty high, if no, I'm not gonna lie, because originally I was only dealing like 1 million or 1.5 million card cannon damage with elemental advantage. And after the fix on the glove, I was dealing almost more than 2 million damage. I'm able to one-shot a bunch of stuff, but not really everything. Along with the patch that we got a few days ago, we also got a new illusion dungeon called Illusion of Underwater. There's a map there. There was a map there which I guess can be used as a leveling map for level 190 and above. My main geneticist was only dealing like, how much was I dealing? I actually forgot how much damage I was dealing, but I know I couldn't one-hit KO any of the monsters there. The normal mobs. It's always a 2-hit. Even if I had Blessing, even if I had Almighty buff on me. I'm not sure what item I'll be replacing next to improve my damage. Probably I'll try my best to obtain the Paracelsus coat. I'm pretty sure the damage would skyrocket even more just because it has this effect in its item description that it allows me to deal increased damage to all races, and that's actually a damage modifier that I don't have a lot of on my character. Like, I have a bunch of skill damage modifiers for card cannon. I have long ranged physical damage. I have size related physical damage. Mostly large, not gonna lie, since I am using White Knight and Kalitzberg Knight card combo, and my weapon, which is the Sapphire Hall OS, actually has an enchant which has increased physical damage on large type monsters, so I'm pretty much excuse me, I'm pretty much saturated when it comes to large size monsters. I'm out of buffs again. I'll probably just deal with this Grand Pecos and Geographer, and then I'll teleport back to my priest. And I guess I'm unalive a bunch of stuff along the way, just because I can. Okay, in terms of gear, those are the only bunch of stuff I have, which I guess worth noting. The others are like the Timekeeper boots and mantle. They actually came from the new user box. Oop! Accidentally clicked Q. They're from the new user box. The box that you get when you're a novice, when you make a new novice. So yeah, those players who are either new or returning to the server and are probably wondering how they're gonna be starting out without any starting gear, you actually get a bunch of those from the new user box. More info about the content in the RO GGH library. That's roggh.com. There's an entry there which describes or talks about the different items you can get from the new user box. You get the box at increments of 10. Well, minus the fact that you get it at level 1. But when you open the level 1 box, you get a level 10 box from it, which you can open once you hit level 10. And then that one contains a level 20 box, and the level 21 gets a level 30, so on and so forth. If I'm not mistaken, the highest box you can get is 170. I'm not sure if they're gonna be increasing that amount at later patches, because we are getting fourth jobs sometime soon. No news when though, but yeah, eventually we'll be getting fourth jobs, and getting a bunch more freebies would definitely be helpful, trying to hit the level requirement for job change. I should probably start increasing a bunch of my stats, because as you can see, there's still a sliver of HP in those Grand Pecos when I try to two-hit them. So I'm gonna just increase my strength to 80. See how that goes. Oh, there you go. Can easily two-hit KO them already. I guess assuming with Blessing and my other buffs on. If you're planning to play in RO GGH, either as a newbie or a returnee, you might be wondering how people actually earn Zenny in the server. Those with much older accounts with properly geared characters. Uh, in terms of raw Zenny, they actually run the old glass time memorial dungeon, the instance. Uh, the rewards you get from the treasure room, as well as the loots that you can pick up from defeating the maggots that appear from the NPCs that are lying on the ground. You can sell all of those to the NPCs, and you'll be able to get a hefty amount of Zenny from there. On average, if you're only doing the treasure room, you might be seeing like 1 million Zenny per run, sometimes 2 million. If you stay there a bit, if you stay in the memorial dungeon a bit more and farm the maggots, you might get around 3 million to 5 million, including the treasure room rewards. But of course, those are the stats of, or the yield of those players with mature accounts already. If you're still starting out, or if you just came back to the server and you probably don't have a bunch of stuff on, there's nothing wrong with doing a bunch of hard grinding in the field, picking up loots that you can either sell to NPCs or to players that might need them. So some items that you may consider collecting in the field and selling to players. There's red herb and yellow herb. There's elder branch, light granules, other materials that are needed for runite stones. And then there's what I'm doing right now, also why I'm in Grand Pecos in the first place. Window Verdure. You can sell these to sorcerers who need them for their Ventus summon. Oh, also, I just ran out of my buff. I think they just ran out right now. I didn't even realize. Okay, so right now I hit level 76. I can see my priest in the other window. She's at level 75, which is a huge jump, not gonna lie, considering that there's only my Alchemist is dealing damage and defeating monsters for EXP. With the premium buff on, manuals, and the plus 100% EXP boost, that's a huge jump. I started at 63, and after an hour I hit 76. This isn't even the optimal way on like leveling. I'm pretty sure there are some characters or some players who have a bunch more set up, like mental sensing or some EXP costumes. Right now I only have one, the experience Shadow Shield. It does give a bunch of EXP from killing monsters. If I'm counting right, this is 23%. I think 23% bonus EXP from defeating monsters. But yeah, I know some people who can hit from level 1 to level 99 in just a couple of hours. Of course, they're gonna be using up a bunch more uh, consumables and cash shop items and such. But yeah, this just comes to show that uh, it's actually pretty fast leveling in a renewal server like GGH if you know what you're doing, if you know where to level, I guess if you have the necessary items that will guide you in leveling. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this recording. I'm still gonna stay here until probably level 80, and then I'll decide from there where I'm gonna be leveling up next. But until then, thank you for staying and watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, hit like, hit subscribe. If you want to hit the bell button, that would help out as well. If you have any questions about leveling or about alchemists, geneticists, or if you want to know more about Ragnarok Gravity Game Hub, please do leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to get to you when I can. Uh, as always, take care. Have fun leveling.